Welcome to the Answers for Elders radio show. Meet the trusted experts who will give you straight answers and will help guide you on the path of later life care. Now, here's your host, founder, caregiver, and CEO, Suzanne Newman.
And welcome back, everyone, to Answers for Elders Radio Network for the Vitality Revolution. And we are talking about physical wellness with Dr. Shawn Weiss. And Dr. Shawn has been talking to us overall this hour about physical wellness. And we covered the mindset and how to move yourself, and then got into nutrition. And I'm very glad we saved this segment. Is probably one of the most important pieces of physical wellness, and that is hydration. And how many of us don't drink enough water? Dr. Shawn, I bet tons of us.
Just about everybody. And you know it, I kind of know my body now. I know when I'm not hydrated enough. And we talk about it a lot in certain seasons of the year, but honestly, winter is just as important as summer. Like, we think summer of being outside and getting dehydrated, but winter is one of also a very bad time for hydration. It's one of the quickest things that will put you in the hospital when you get older is dehydration. And what are you considering hydration? The first thing is like, what is proper hydration?
Sure.
And if I'm working with my clients that are over 65, which is the majority of the people I work with, I'm asking them when I do my assessment about, their intake of water and drinks. And I hear a lot of coffee, and I hear a lot of, some sodas and things like that, and teas. And
that's not hydration.
Those are dehydrating.
Right.
And even though, they're have water in them,
and
they're dehydrating.
And I want to verify, even herbal tea can be dehydrating.
It can be.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it can be. So it's not that, herbal tea is going to be better for you than a can of Coke, but you have to think about that. And what I tend to do is I try to make it easy, especially as you get older and maybe you have difficulty moving around, is get your 32-ounce jug of water. I say that, 64 ounces, 8 cups of water at a minimum. I'm not one of the proponents of necessarily drinking your body weight, because I had a urologist talk to me about senior health, and really, and this was recently, there's a lot of research now that's saying that there is such a thing as too much water. If you have any type of kidney problems, if your kidneys are not filtering things appropriately, you could go into significant kidney issues and kidney failure if you are drinking too much water, because your body can't keep up. So there is such a thing. So if you do have known kidney issues or on medications or anything like that, where your kidney function is affected, even some cancer patients who have kidney functions affected, you do have to be careful with that. I would consult your physician. But generally, if you're staying with 64 ounces at a minimum, you're going to do wonderfully, unless you've been medically told not to drink that much. So 64 ounces, again, I fill my 32-ounce jug up in the morning with water. And then I want that gone by lunchtime. I'm going to fill it again, awesome. And I want it done by dinner time. So that's an easy way.
64 ounces of water, and that's really good.
That's an easy way to do it, is keep it right beside you where you are sitting or where you are. And that way you can track it.
Right.
Okay. So sometimes the water
what can people that aren't water drinkers? There's a lot of people I know, they don't like drinking water. What are some other options?
Well, you have some very popular little packets that have the flavorings. Again, I'm going to carefully, have you carefully look at those labels. I like to flavor my water too. I'm not a big plain water drinker. I like to cut fresh lemons and limes and oranges into my water. It's a wonderful way to flavor your water safely. Without any excess crap in it. So some of the little packets that are very popular now, I mean, there's all kinds of brands. They are very high in sugar, which will add to dehydration. So,
and then I've already, I've learned in my previous, what about water-rich food, like fruits and vegetables and all those?
Wonderful. Oh, absolutely.
That helps in that area.
Sometimes that's hard to track, but absolutely that is going to help. Watermelon is one of the best, most hydrating fruits that you can eat. And this time of year, when the watermelon is fresh, oh my gosh, I could eat it for every meal. So you're absolutely right. Eating fresh fruits that have high water content certainly does add that will add to the content
Yeah,
of
and
water that you're drinking.
you know, like what we talked about, grab a bag of oranges. I did not too long ago at a produce stand, and I've been using oranges in so many things that just I don't even think about it. A salad, I just took an orange and I put it inside of a salad, and that gives you a little bit of sweet, but it's also gives you more in the way of water.
Absolutely. And also back to the regular water. I'll give you guys, I just thought of,
Yeah.
I'll give you guys the link. I do have a
Okay.
couple of brands that I use, the flavor sticks, because I'm getting more bang for my buck
Perfect.
because they have the B12 vitamins in there. There's no
Awesome.
caffeine, there's no sugar, but we're doing electrolytes and replenishing
Right.
vitamins. It's going to help with your energy levels, safely
Fabulous.
without the caffeine and without any of the
Fabulous.
extras. So a lot of
Mhm.
people really like that, having that option, a safe stick packet to flavor your waters with. So that's definitely important.
Perfect. And Dr. Shawn and I, we will be right back, and we're going to talk about something even more important. And we've talked about this topic before, gut health, which is so important to physical wellness, right after this. Answers for Elders thanks you for watching the Vitality Revolution. Discover a blueprint to find a whole new gear in life, new awareness, and greater potential. Subscribe and be a part of our community. Answers for Elders is the North Star of navigating senior care, featuring content to help later life go a lot easier.